Scrooge breathed a sigh of relief. He had escaped. Where was he? What delightful garden must lie hidden beneath this white carpet? And then as the shapes around him became clear, he realized this was a cemetery, and the withered arm of the ghost of Christmas yet to come was pointing at one particular gravestone. Scrooge realized with a terrible dread what the ghost had been showing him all along. His own future. How he would die alone with no one to care for him if he continued down the same path. It was too much for the old man. He slumped in a dead faint into the cold snow. The ghost, ever silent, looked on. When Scrooge awoke, he found himself back in his bedchamber. A surge of joy flooded through him. He was alive. The nightmare had ended. Outside, church bells were ringing. There could be no mistake. It was Christmas Day. He laughed out loud with relief. He had been on a desperate and terrible journey, but it was Christmas, and it was going to be the best Christmas he had ever had. Into the street went Scrooge, armed with a great many coins. He was going to spread cheer through the whole city, and for the first time in a very long time, he was going to enjoy himself. Scrooge had shared all his coins with the good people on the street, and now he was going to pay a visit to his good Bob Cratchit and wish him a very unexpected Merry Christmas. Scrooge arrived at Bob Cratchit's house full of excitement. Perfect. The Cratchits were all away at church. Scrooge had bought up every Christmas decoration, present and treat still unsold in the city. He had a plan to give the Cratchits the very best Christmas they had ever had. In the distance, Scrooge heard the merry laughter of Bob Cratchit returning from church with his wife and children. He giggled to himself at the surprise in store. The family pushed open the door and stopped in amazement. "It's a miracle," said Bob. "Papa, is this really our house?" cried Tiny Tim in awe. Once the shock had faded, the whole family threw themselves into unwrapping presents, marvelling at the decorations, delighting at the size of the turkey. Tiny Tim declared, "This is the best Christmas ever." Scrooge took one last look and slipped away. He had one more wrong to right. Scrooge peered in at Fred's party. "I thought I'd come to dinner," he said nervously. "If you'll have me, of course." But the good nature of his nephew Fred was equal to the occasion. "Why, Uncle Ebenezer, what joy! Of course, come in, dear man!" Scrooge chuckled. He had hidden presents for them all, and now was the time to give them out. And thus did Ebenezer Scrooge come to the end of the most important Christmas day of his life. A day which took him from darkness to light, from sorrow to joy, from loneliness to the comfort not just of his own family, but of the greater human family to which we all must belong. In years to come, his newfound love and charity filled all who knew him with hope and happiness. To Tiny Tim, who found new strength and long life, he became like a second father. He never told of the reasons for his transformation, but his good deeds spoke forever.